Bellwork 14A, questions 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are nothing like we've done before. They're not in the notes, so you want to make sure you're really paying attention to how to do these. The tables below represent linear functions, so we do know that these are linear functions. So the slope would be the same throughout the whole problem. Also, because it's a linear function, it will be of the form y equals mx plus b. We're to find the values of a, b, c, and d. All right, so here's a, b, c, and d. We need to find those missing values. To do so, we have to first come up with the equation. To come up with the equation, we have to find m and b. All right, so above this, let's put find equation first. Y equals mx plus b. All right, so the first thing we need to find is b. B is your y-intercept. Remember, the y-intercept is the value of y when x is 0. The y-intercept is the value of y when x is 0. And that is why I have this highlighted in the middle. You see where x is 0? Right? That right there is the information I need for the y-intercept. X is 0 right here, so the value of y is 5. That means that 5 is my y-intercept, the b part of the equation. Now I need to find the slope. I could use this ordered pair and this ordered pair. I could use the -3, 11, and the 7 and -9. Or I could use the 0, 5, and the 7, -9. But common sense tells me to use the ones that are side by side. So that is why I'm going to use these two. So just like I did for example number 1, I'm going to subtract going upward. It'd be like doing y2 minus y1. And 5 minus 11 is -6. Now I do the other side. 0 minus -3. Now again, be careful. Minus a negative would make that +3. So 0 plus 3. Again, I did 5 minus 11. That's how I got -6. And 0 minus -3 to get 3. So our slope is the difference in y values, which is the -6, over the difference in x values, which is 3. Divide them out, and we get -2. So we're going to use this and this to write our equation. M goes in front of x, b goes behind x. Slope is the coefficient of x, and b is the constant behind x. So our equation is going to look like y equals -2x plus 5. And I need that equation twice because I'm going to find a and b. So pause your video, get all that written down. All right, let's start with a. What do I know? Up here is what I know about a. All right. I know that a is the x-coordinate, and with that, in that ordered pair, 15 is the y-coordinate. Again, a is the x-coordinate, 15 is the y-coordinate. So that means I know in order to find a, I'm going to take this 15 and plug it in for y. To find a, I know y is 15. Again, to find a, I know y is 15. So I plug that number in for y. So I'm going to have 15 equals -2x plus 5. And now this becomes a two-step equation. Box your x term because we want to solve for x. Subtract 5 from both sides. That would be 10 equals -2x. Divide both sides by -2. And we get -5 equals x. So up here beside the a, I'm going to write -5. So I found that a is -5. All right, now I'm ready to find b. So here's my information that I'm circling for b. B is the y value and 2 is the x value. B is the y value and 2 is the x value. So what does that mean? That means we're going to take the 2 and plug it into the x. And the best part about this is you could put that all in your calculator at once. So -2 times 2 would be -4. -4 plus 5 is 1. So up here beside the b, I'm going to put a 1. So again, a is -5, b is 1. So my final answer, a equals -5 and b equals 1. Pause your video, make sure you have everything written down. Okay, number 4. I'm going to help you with the hard part, which is coming up with the equation. So let's start with the y-intercept. Y-intercept is the value of y when x is 0. The value of y when x is 0. So right there is that ordered pair. X is 0, y is -7. So my y-intercept, the b value, is -7. The slope, I'm going to take -7 and subtract subtract -16. -7 minus -16 is 9. And then 0 minus -3. 0 minus -3, which would be 3. So my slope is the difference in y value over difference in x value. Divide that out, and we get 3. So m is 3, b is -7. Y equals mx plus b. M goes in front of x, b goes behind x. M goes in front of x, b goes behind x. Okay. So, take a moment, pause your video, and write down your equations. Now to find c and d. Well, let's go up to c. Here is c. C is the x value. Its corresponding y value is -31. C is the x value. Its corresponding y value is -31. So I'm going to take that -31 and I'm going to plug it in for y. And now this is a two-step equation. You're going to finish that. After you solve for x, go ahead and put it in the box beside the c. All right, for d. Here's my information for d. D is the y value and 2 is the corresponding x value. D is the y value and 2 is the corresponding x value. So I'm going to take that 2 and plug it into the x. you can put that all in your calculator at once, figure out what that value is, and put it up here beside the D. When you are completely finished, don't forget to put your final answer at the top. Okay, so again, you're going to finish number 4 on your own. For C, that is a 2-step equation. And for D, just put everything in your calculator at once. If you have any questions on 3 and 4, please do not hesitate to ask.